Welcome back to Resident Evil 4. You know, the official name of this game is just Resident Evil 4. It's not Resident Evil 4 VR. I keep calling it Resident Evil 4 VR because it's a VR version of Resident Evil 4. But it's not actually called that, it's just called Resident Evil 4. Much like how, I guess, the remakes of RE2 and 3 and 1 are not called that. They're just called Resident Evil and Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. I always thought that was kind of strange. Like, I would think you would want distinct names so you could easily tell these games apart instead of just giving them all the same name, and it's always seemed like a strange thing to me. Don't know why I thought of that just now. But, well, what I do know is that last time we finished the village, and we're moving on to the second main area of the game, the castle. So, last time. Here's Ashley. Last time, we pulled this up. No point in turning back now. That's right, those angry Gyarados are on the other side of this. They can't get to us, but we can't go to them. We can't leave this place. At least not through the front door. But there's our pal. Let's look around and see what we got. I think I mentioned it before, but getting those snakes. What? Why is it so high? Why is it so high up? Chicken egg. Getting those snakes much easier in the VR version because you see them instantly, as opposed in the original game where your vision of the snake was kind of blocked by Leon. Hey, did you know there's like a treasure chest out here with all this gold? I mean, I guess I'm taking it, but I would have thought that you would have been interested in that. I guess he wasn't. Alright. Now. Oh, anything in here? Yep. Grab that. Okay, now. This is, well, can't quite get my hands all the way together, but this was like me rubbing my hands in anticipation, because since we're in a new area, this guy has got some new stuff to sell me, don't you?
Welcome. Got some rare things on sale, stranger.
Well, we're not in the Cave of Capitalism anymore. Now we're in a different area altogether. Ashley doesn't get teleported here with us, I guess.
What are you buying?
Well, this is what I'm buying. Attaché Case L.
Is that all, stranger? Thank you.
All right, we got more space than before, and that's what I've been looking for mainly. There's also a couple new guns here.
Is that all, stranger?
The Blacktail. What does it have to say? It says a 9mm handgun with superior handling. So, if we didn't want to stick with the Red 9, if we wanted to move on to a different gun, we could go with the Blacktail. But then there's something else here. The Broken Butterfly, a very powerful 45 Magnum revolver. This will make anyone's day. This is not a handgun like the other handguns are. This is a Magnum, which in Resident Evil terms means it's the gun that you save for boss fights. Well, we're not going to buy it. Pretty sure you can just find it later on. A new shotgun. The Riot Gun. This pump-action shotgun is effective even at long distances. We could get this, but there is a third shotgun to be found at some point, so maybe we'll just skip over the Riot Gun. There's the automatic rifle. If we didn't like our single-shot rifle, we could go with the auto. There's the TMP, of course. Mine Thrower. Fires custom mines that attach to objects and detonates after a period of time. Rocket launcher, do major damage to any target. A stock for the Red 9. Reduces recoil and spread when braced against the shoulder. Now, I wonder how useful this would actually be in the VR game.
Is that all, stranger?
I mean, we could try it out.
Thank you. What are you buying?
Well, we're tuning some stuff up. Let's take that red 9. And we can increase...
Is that all, stranger?
Decrease the firepower on that.
Thank you.
And we're going to go with our rifle. And increase the firepower on this as well.
Thank you.
The shotgun we will get rid of once we get the third shotgun, the striker. So no, we're not going to upgrade that. You see, we have an additional column, an additional row in our attaché case. Really not that much room, but, you know, it's better than what we had. Anything I want to sell?
Selling.
Yeah, we'll take the blue velvet.
Is that all, stranger?
No, we got the spinel. Sell these.
Thank you.
Last time we sold our beer stein, so we don't have that anymore.
Any time.
All right, now let's take that stock, put that on the red 9. Yep, and now we have a stock that clips right through our wrist, which, I mean, that's probably not how that's supposed to look. All right, so our red 9 has been upgraded. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure how useful the stock is in the VR version, but I guess we will find out. Okay, Ashley, business is done. Let us head into the castle and see who is here to greet us. To the castle of Ramparts we go. Oh yeah, this says the Pataz. 420 time played. You know, considering the file size limitations I mentioned on the recordings, that watch telling us how long I've been recording is pretty useful. So I'm going to probably be paying attention to that. All right. Rifle ammo, which is a not so subtle hint about what we might want to use for this bit. I mean, I guess in the VR version I could just use the handgun as I have been, but... Is that him? No, there he is. He's coming over there. Oh, he's running away. I think he saw me. I think he knows we're here. Yeah, there he is. He's coming.
Go ahead, Lo. Go ahead. See.
Oh. He's going after Ashley. Oh. Pull out a grenade. Did not want to do that. Fortunately, that guy does not seem to alert anyone else, which you think would be prudent. Looking out at the scenery. Okay, we got elaborately dressed priestmen. And they're shooting catapults at us. Let's, not that. Let's, wait. Yeah, have Ashley wait here. So we're going from the Ganados to much more culty-looking dudes. Fortunately, there was an explosive barrel right up there. For reasons. Oh. Can I? Oh, okay. I can get that. Why did they have that explosive barrel up there? Who can say? Follow me. Looks like this still works. Got to be a mechanism somewhere to pull this thing off. Yep, big old cannon. I don't know how Leon would determine that it looks like it still works. But I guess he's the expert on these things, not me. Shooting at us with catapult. You know, I don't know why they're doing that if they don't want Ashley to be killed. Because it seems like Ashley could pretty easily be killed by these things. I know that's a criticism I keep bringing up about Los Illuminados. I just feel that they're not being especially cautious. Well, I mean, then again, this is the same group of people who put explosive barrels up by their catapults for reasons. So this dude has a big old scythe and is wearing a helmet. That helmet is going to protect him from headshots. I hear people walking. There's someone walking. Oh, they're coming up here. Ashley?
Follow me.
Yep, better get over here. That was a bad sound.
Oh, no.
Ashley got catapulted. Ashley got hit by a big flaming rock. How am I going to explain this to the president? I'm sorry, sir. The cult members killed your daughter. With a catapult. No, I don't know why either. For some reason, sir, the Los Illuminados aren't equipped with guns. They use much more elaborate weapons. Elaborate, unnecessary weapons. Is he coming? Yeah, he might be coming this way. Watch out, Ashley. Seems like it's fine. So the main danger here, as you might be able to tell, is that Ashley can be killed quite easily. And many dudes here have no problem with that. Hold on. Before we go up there, it's the same thing we did last time. Let's just take a look. Where are the dudes coming from down here? We know that dudes come from down here. Where do they come from, though? I hear them. I hear the dudes. Where are those dudes? There they are. They're the dudes. Those dudes are down. So now...
Wait!
Now let's have Ashley stay here. Oh, we got a suplex prompt for a second there. Don't worry, though. We will be getting many more of those. Oh, there we go. You can catch that in the gun. Ooh, a pretty bangle. Get that on there. I think we can tell Ashley to come.
Follow me.
I think it's fine. It is not fine.
Oh, no.
It was not fine. It was not. I mean, to be fair, I assume that Leon's Secret Service training did not involve catapults. His training did not involve what to do when cultists are firing flaming boulders from catapults at you. So maybe that's the reason that they're using the catapults. They know that this is just something that Leon has no experience with. Fortunately, the catapults can kill other enemies, so it's fair in that way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we will try it a third time. That's one. There is a barrel up there, but I can't see it as of yet. I have to get further back. But we know dudes are coming. We know dudes are coming this way. Don't see the dudes yet. Let me get that dude going first.
Mátalo.
Mm-hmm. Get him over here. Oh, they're the dudes. So the scythe dudes really are no joke, and hopefully we don't have to find out why that is.
Wait. Follow me.
They can just go ahead and throw their big old scythes at you. And it would be much preferable if they just didn't do that. Alright, yeah, let's leave her here.
Wait.
Alright, there's one more. This guy over here. I guess I only took a couple shots. Looks like I got him. There we go. Alright, the cannon is down there. Nothing in there. Grab this. There we go. Alright, and that is how we're getting into the castle. At a very strong door.
Follow me.
That was going to prevent us from getting in there. But what do you do with a very strong door? I guess you just blow it up with a cannon. That's what this whole thing was about. Ashley, I found this before. Does it look like something you'd want? Oh, psych, it's going right here. There we go. That's just for all. This is Leon's. Leon's little reward. Our friend, of course, somehow made it past the door. I assume he just knows about the secret passages that are everywhere. He just knows how to get around. I mean, I guess we could ask him about that, but it would probably cost a lot of money to find out.
Leon, where's your current location?
We decided to lay low in a castle, but it looks like it was a bad move.
Meaning?
Well, it appears that this castle's also connected with the Los Illuminados. They must not get many visitors here, because they're giving me one hell of a welcome.
Sounds bad. I have an idea, Leon. I need you to...
What? Repeat, Hunnigan. Great. Just my luck.
Oh well, I guess we won't find out what Hunnigan's idea was. This castle gets terrible reception. There's a platinum sword mounted on this gold plate. It's a very cool looking sword. Unfortunately, it cannot be used as a weapon. I mean, I'm no sword expert. I assume platinum is not a great metal to use to forge a sword with.
Mátalo.
Oh, we're getting surrounded. It's a good thing Ashley knows, just knows to duck those kicks. It'd be unfortunate if she was in the way of that. I was not close enough to get the kick icon for that guy. That's a new type of parasite. We have not seen that one before. That is a more dangerous one. If I remember right, that type can just chomp your head off with one bite. So you always do want to back off when you see that one particular one come out. The previous ones that we saw just, flailed about with tentacles and was pretty dangerous. But the big mouth one, much more dangerous. Health is fine. This is fine enough. Actually, that time played is just like the entirety of the playthrough, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's 4 hours, 39 minutes. It's not the current session. I do need to keep track of the time of my current session myself, Ashley. Ashley, another magic trick? Wassa! You didn't think I could do that. Platinum plate, but what could go here? A gold sword or a platinum sword? Which one could go here, Ashley, do you think? Well, this is not the only depression that we saw. A sword-shaped depression. Ashley. Eh? Nah, she knew I was faking. Can't put anything past her. To the castle gate.
Leon!
Louis.
I've got something for you guys. What? Oh, shit! I must have dropped it when I was running away from them.
Dropped what?
A drug that'll stop your convulsions. Look, I know you're carriers. You've been coughing up blood, right?
Yeah.
And you?
Yes.
Damn it! The eggs have hatched. We don't have much time.
What are you talking about?
I have to go back and get it.
Let me come with you.
No. You stay here with Leon.
Why are you...
It makes me feel better. Let's just leave it at that.
Well, Louis, for some reason, feels that he has to help us out, even though he barely knows us. Oh, he got out of the stun before I could kick. So if you haven't figured it out yet, the first part of the game is about killing a whole bunch of villagers. And the second part of the game is that we have come into some sort of castle that contains maybe some sort of strange monastery. And we are going to kill so many monks, Ashley. We are going to kill so many monks before this is over. You won't believe how many monks are going to die. I mean, granted, they're full of parasites just like the villagers, so, you know, we won't feel bad about it. But still. Let's remember there's an explosive barrel right there. Health is good enough. You know, if your health is good enough, you're doing better than most people, I think. The castle gate key. You got a good look at that, because that guy's head didn't really burst. It's more like his jaw burst open, and like his head was like hanging back, like hanging upside down, as like it went. It went like that. That's what that was happening there. Ashley seems pretty desensitized to the whole thing by now. I mean, Leon's making jokes about it because that's how else are you going to deal with this kind of thing? But I think Ashley is just sort of, she feels a little bit jaded towards the whole thing now. All right, we got that key, and that's because this door over here is locked. It's locked. All right, let's head into the Grand Hall. Where do Ashley and Leon expect to go to? Well, they don't know. They're just trying to find some... They're trying to find some help, but someone's laughing at them.
I was starting to wonder when you might notice us.
Who are you?
Me llamo Ramon Salazar, the 8th Castellan of this magnificent architecture. I have been honored with the prodigious power from the great Lord Saddler. I've been expecting you, my brethrens.
No thanks, bro.
My, we've got a feisty one. If you care for your own well-being, I suggest you surrender yourself and simply become our hostage. Or Mr. Scott, you can give us the girl because you're not worth a penny, I'm afraid. You can die.
I'm never turning into one of them. Never.
Got that right. We'll find a cure.
All right, so the boy has arrived. Salazar, the boss of this castle. But he's not going to let us just follow him. Because something's missing. We're going to have to find some crests. Ashley. Now it's a Resident Evil game. We have to find 3 crests, and then we put them in the relief right here, and that's going to open this door. Now, I know that might sound strange, but believe me, Leon is a veteran when it comes to this kind of thing. We can't go to the transport cart. Locked from the other side. So only one way to go. Oh, and that way is to break some jars, some vases. You know, maybe Leon can't get to Salazar just yet, but he can bust up Salazar's priceless vases. Nothing he can do about that. Ah, that's right. And there is something up there. It's another purple gem. We already got one of the purple gems for our mask. So we don't need the second one, but, you know, we can sell it for additional money. It's locked. What a sturdy door. A prison, perhaps. Well, we can see what's down there. And yeah, we can see like a jail cell down there. Usually the dungeon would be out of sight, you would think. But in this castle, it's very visible. Oh, and there's something on that. But we're going to have to go in there before we can pick that up, obviously. Going to have to get that door open. Don't think there are any other breakables here. Alright, here we go. So, this is kind of a strange obstacle. I mean, obviously we're not going to just walk through that. But what a beautiful painting this is. And it looks like part of the painting seems like it stands out, like it's 3D. Where else would you keep your prison key, I suppose? Oh, and they have touched up and redone some of the textures in this game. Like, this painting is one easy to notice example of that. That this is definitely a better looking painting than it was in the original. Alright, we got a prison key. Might be a good idea for Ashley to stay here. See, the thing that we shot down... Okay, box of shotgun shells. We will always take that. Yep, there's a dude in there. He doesn't seem like he's having a good time. So this angry gentleman is a Garrador. He's got big old claws and a parasite on his back, and he is very blind. He tracks you through sound. So hitting things like these that make sound are a good way to distract him. They didn't seem to be distracting him very well when I was fighting him there. He seemed to know where I was anyway. A very fearsome enemy in the original version because it's considerably harder to shoot him in his back, in his weak point. Had an easier time of it in the VR version. Oh, yeah, Ashley, did you see that? Did you get a good view of that? Totally fought that monster.
Follow me.
Mátalo. Cógelo, 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 cógelo. Muere, muere.
At least I hit that guy with the fire. We will be seeing more of the Garradors, but that was just our first taste of them. No surprise, the suplex is also a third-person thing. You don't stay in first-person mode when you suplex. I wish you did. But the fact that Leon, one of his melee moves, now we're in the castle, one of the melee moves becomes the suplex, is one of the things that edges this game over into being an all-time great. You don't get too many games in which you get a suplex. More games should feature that. Ashley, we're about to go into quite a well-known room. It's the Hall of Worship, though most people might know it as the Water Room.
Ahí está.
Que empieces a besar.
Cógelo, morirás viviendo.
In this room, the dudes just kind of keep coming.
Morirás vivir. Ahí está.
No. A problem is that these dudes don't seem to have too much of a qualm of hurting Ashley either, even though they are trying to capture her. But like dudes with those maces, they will hit her with those maces. Alright, seems like that's everyone for now. But this is a pretty lengthy room. That's only the first wave. Here comes some more dudes. This is a room that I think it's pretty safe to say that everyone dies on the first time they play Resident Evil 4. And I would say is the hardest challenge up to this point. Strange how that painting up there, it's like angled with the wall. It's not really how paintings work, Ashley. Not really, is it? No. Alright, let's continue on down.
Allí están. ¡Mátalo!
Oh, inventory is full. It's been a little bit since the inventory was full. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, we're both kind of low on health. Could combine that, could combine... Okay, hold on. This is me from the future after this video was recorded, and I went back and found that at this point something very strange happens with my voice. Voice gets very scratchy and also speeds up? What? I don't know how that happened. How did my voice record faster than the rate that I was talking is a mystery to me. But I think this now makes Resident Evil 4 VR the game that has had the widest variety of technical problems I've ever had with recording a video game. This particular problem doesn't even have anything to do with the VR headset. Like, the microphone is completely separate. But I guess I'll just be talking for the rest of this video myself, since me from the past, as I was playing the game, that voice track is not usable. We're in this room here in the back. There are 2 buttons you stand on. That switch comes up. Alright, so we don't want to leave Ashley back here. Like, you might want to, because you might think you can fight the enemies outside and just leave you here for safety, but as I'm pointing there, enemies will drop down from the ceiling to prevent you from doing that. They thought of that. They thought you would do that. Making sure you can't just take the easy way out here. This was a room that the first time you played, it seems like it doesn't end, because when you come down here, it seems like you made it to the back of the room. Turns out, oh no, that's just a dead end. There's no exit in the back of that room. There's more to go. We have not even entered the final phase of this room. It is a multi-phase room. One thing I'm wondering about is do I even want to hold on to the rifle in this playthrough? Because the rifle in the original game is very useful for long-distance precision shots, but in this you can just do that with the handgun, so I wonder if maybe I don't even need to hold on to that rifle. Maybe I could use that space for a different weapon altogether? Possibly. Anyway, here we are here. You can tell Ashley, go Ashley, turn that thing. And I'm going to tell her to turn it, I believe. I believe I do tell her to turn this thing. Taking a while for me to say so, though. Now, you could turn it yourself, or you could have Ashley do it. If you have Ashley do it, then that frees you up to fight enemies while she's doing that. If Leon himself is turning it, you could do it faster, but if enemies are around, and here come enemies. Here come some scythe dudes. See, look at that. This guy just throws his, swings his scythe right into Ashley's face. He does not care. I mean, I just threw a grenade into that crowd, and Ashley... I mean, I guess that was a little reckless, but Ashley seemed to be fine. It seemed like she wasn't hurt by the grenade. Oh, there it is. That's why the scythe dudes are dangerous. They can just throw that scythe and just spins through the air like a buzzsaw, and it'll just take your head right off. One-hit kill. Now, at this point, I stop recording and then start recording again later. And we do have to begin the water chamber again from the beginning, because I did not... I'm actually not sure if there's a checkpoint in the water room. Like, maybe if we had gotten a bit further, maybe there would have been a checkpoint. I'm unsure about that, but at the very least, we did not get to one, so we do have to start this from the beginning. So I did stop the recording and start it again, and I didn't realize it at the time, but it's a very good thing that I did, because when I looked at the recording afterwards, it was at, between 3.6, 3.7 gigs, which means it was almost at that 4 gig limit, at which point the file becomes useless and unreadable. So it looks like it was actually a good thing that I died there. Otherwise, this video just might not have been usable at all. You know, something that I've never really thought about, but what is their religion? Like, the visuals here clearly make the enemies in this castle look like monks, that they're followers of a religion. But, like, there's not actually any religion, it's just, like, parasites that come up out of the earth, you know? There's the suplex. I like the idea of suplexing someone so hard that their head explodes. I don't know, maybe the religion framework is because Sadler likes to be worshipped himself. Maybe that's it. Maybe Sadler is the god of the religion. Like, there really isn't any. We really never see anything about a god, about a top figure in the religion that they believe in. So maybe Sadler himself just framed the Las Plagas cult as a religion based on him, possibly. Oh, I did not get the suplex in time. So unlike the kick, where to get the prompt for the kick, you shoot them in the head so they get stunned. Eat that herb. Unlike the kick, you do to suplex them, they got to be on their knees. So you shoot out their knees, they go down to their knees, and then that gives you the opportunity to give them the old belly to belly. Now, in pro wrestling, you know, you give someone the belly to belly, you want to flip them so they land on their back. Generally, you would not be flipping them so they land on their head, but of course, Leon has given them the real serious suplexes here. Now, Leon, of course, could not suplex anyone in Resident Evil 2. This takes place, 6 years after RE2. So that indicates that at some point during his Secret Service training, at some point, someone taught him the suplex. I wonder if that was an official part of the training. My inventory is full. Time to mix herbs. I give one to Ashley because, well, I just have so much in my suitcase here. I find that I am buffing Ashley's health more than I would have in a playthrough in the original. Just because in the original I would have been using more healing items and more ammo and just more items in general by this point.
Follow me.
Kind of an odd thing. Trying to remember the original. I'm pretty sure that, well, we saw dudes run down with scythes. Because I had Ashley turn the crank. I'm pretty sure, I seem to remember that, I think that if Leon turned the crank, that those guys weren't there. I don't know if that was what determined it, but I do remember that sometimes you could turn that crank and then the dudes would not, there just wouldn't be enemies on the other side of it running down. But we'll see what happens when we have Leon turn the crank this time. Also, I also remember there being snipers with crossbows standing on the balconies. And they're not here in this this playthrough. And I don't know why. Alright, yeah, so Leon is going to turn this personally this time. He can do it faster. Right. That's the right way. And the scythe dudes are just here. I thought I remembered that if... look at that. Oh, look at that. The air they get. It doesn't even fall down to the ground. Just like spinning in midair. They get a really good throw on those sides. Yeah, I thought I remembered if Leon did it himself that these scythe dudes did not appear, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I believe that should be everyone. Or at least everyone before we go up those stairs. Yeah, oh no, there's still someone there. There's still someone there. Oh yeah, those balconies, yeah? I distinctly remember there being crossbow dudes on those balconies. And they're not here. And I don't know why that is. Right, now we're entering the actual back of the water room. One more challenge to go, but of course we're going to, you know, run around and get all the items we can. Oh yeah, apparently, it looks like I forgot something on the way up. Well, we can't leave anything behind. Of course, we're gonna have to go back and get these handgun bullets. I mean, considering the handgun is the gun I'm using the most in this playthrough, we do want to pick up as many bullets as we can. Honestly, the handgun has turned out to be more useful in the VR version than any other weapon. I mean, you use the shotgun for big power up close, but the handgun is basically used for everything else. Here's a first aid spray. I think that's the first one we've actually found in the game. We started the game with one, but didn't actually find one in the village.
Look, there's a crank over there.
All right, time for the final part of the water room, the final challenge. Got to get Ashley up to turn that crank so we can get to the exit of the room. Now, this is a part where the rifle came in very useful in the original game.
Watch out for me!
Because she's going to be running around turning cranks, and dudes will be slowly walking towards her. I mean, it's good that they're not, like, running at her. Gives us more time. And dudes will be coming at us at the same time. So yeah, doing this part in VR very different because it's just easier to use the handgun. You can move around more. And you really don't need the rifle to make these precision shots. Alright, she got one. Turning those cranks brings up those platforms. Not get many dudes with that grenade. My throwing... Don't have much confidence in my throwing in this game. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Is he drinking that? What do you think he does with those? He pulls out a vial full of combined herb. I mean, I guess he just drinks it. And see, dudes are picking her up, taking her away. There are doors up there, so if they reach the doors, then that is a game over. It's a very frantic part, because you're being attacked down here. And dudes are grabbing Ashley up there. And of course, when she's being grabbed, she can't turn the crank, so that just slows it down. And of course, when I'm aiming like that, there is always the risk of actually hitting Ashley. You can hit her. Oh, she's done. She's finished doing the cranks. Now she needs us to come catch her. I don't know. I think she could make that jump. It's not that high.
Where are you going?
Well, where am I going? Of course, we first have to kill the dudes and get their treasures. What are we gonna do? Not do that?
Where are you going, Leon?
I mean, you don't have to, but of course we're going to. So many kicks. Roundhouse kicks all day.
Where are you going, Leon?
Right here. So we could jump across those platforms to get to the exit, but I mean, there's like a jar to break right here. And there's like another dude coming, so we could just kill that dude and get his treasure. Now we're going to jump across these platforms. I like the idea that Salazar has to do this whenever he travels through the water room. He has to make his little legs have to carry him. I mean, probably the Verdugo picks him up and jumps across for him. Probably. Well, that's it for the water chamber. We made it through. And Ashley did a good job, so we're going for the high five, but she's not giving us the high five. Maybe a little head pat is good enough. There's these big upside-down statues in this room. I don't know what inspired that design. It looks very cool, though. Big stone women hanging from the ceiling. And of course, there's our friend. There's some stairs here. We could try going up. But we cannot get through. Only opens from the other side. Which does imply that at some point we would be coming back here. Yoink. So I believe that's all the treasures in this room.
Welcome. got some rare things on sale. What are you selling?
Looks like I'm selling some spinels.
Is that all, stranger?
And some velvet blues. And that bangle.
Buy it at a high price.
And that purple gem.
Thank you. What are you buying?
Tuning up the Red 9's firepower.
Is that all, stranger?
Maxing out the shot delay.
Thank you.
And probably also the rifle as well. Yeah, it looks like that's what we're doing.
Thank you. Come back any time.
But before we leave this room, there is something else in this, well, this room that we can do, that we can go into. There's a door next to the merchant, and we've not seen this kind of door before. Actually, I forget what I'm talking about here, because I'm going to the sub-screen and changing weapons around. Oh, I think what I'm talking about is I'm making the observation is that I'm not sure if I should hang on to the rifle, because the rifle I haven't really been using that much, and it's actually kind of inconvenient to only be able to look through that scope. Whereas with the handgun, I get the precision, but I also be able to see all around me and can move around. So I think that's what I'm talking about right here. But let's go to this door. Door with guns on it. The shooting range, as apparently, I guess Salazar has allowed the merchant to set up a shooting range in his castle. I don't know, maybe Salazar is his customer. Maybe Salazar likes to engage in this as well. Something on the wall. Can't read most of that, but it says miscellaneous, miscellaneous, miscellaneous. Item, something silver spoons, gold rings with diamonds, gold ring with ruby, 3 strings of pearls, 6 gold necklaces, fee to enroll an apprentice with percents, rich merchants with something. I can't really make out the rest of that. I mean, you're not really meant to see any of that, I guess, but you can make out some words here and there. Anyway, you can win fabulous prizes. We'll see what one of the prizes look like anyway. What do you think about bottle caps?
Thank you.
You like collectible bottle caps? That's what he's got. All right. So we're going to take a handgun, and we're going to do some shooting practice with this. You know, a nice thing is that there's an option to do this before you start a new game. So you can get the hang of shooting in this VR game. So I'm glad that they had that at the beginning so I could practice that a little bit before actually starting the game. There's like a little Salazar head going back and forth way in the back. Probably don't need to tell you that shooting in VR is much easier than doing this shooting range in the regular game. So it's not just a shooting range, but it's like this elaborate mechanical shooting range that the merchant has set up back here. I wonder if Salazar even knows it's there. It is a big castle. Could be possible that he's never actually seen it. Anyway, I get enough for the normal prize, which is... It's a bottle cap with Leon holding a rocket launcher. This bottle cap actually looks enormous in VR. I don't even want to know how big the bottle would be that this would fit on. So you can just do that with any weapon. They give you your choice of weapons if you want to get some practice in, and if you want to collect figures. And I think that's everything here, so we're probably now going to go down that hallway. That doesn't seem to lead anywhere, but let's go down it. It's the story hallway.
You all right?
I'm fine! Leave me alone!
Ashley, wait!
Ashley! I'm coming for you!
Well, Ashley shouldn't have run away, but what's going on is a very good question to ask in that circumstance. What was going on? Well, let's see. We ended the chapter 3-1. Hit ratio was 86%. Enemies killed 83. Number of times killed 3. And 2 of those would have been Ashley at the beginning from the catapults, and the third was Leon being beheaded by a scytheman. So yes, a very specific trap that Ashley fell into. So Ashley and Leon have been separated. Who knows where Ashley went, but Leon is going to have to explore the castle until he finds her again, as the 2 of them attempt to find some escape, some safe place, and some place to get picked up by the helicopter. As Hunnigan did say, a second helicopter would be on its way, but who knows where and when that will be. But as we continue on with Resident Evil 4, actually I can't really say that because, you know, I'm recording this audio after the fact, so I don't know when I actually will save this game. I'm clearly talking about something. Okay, there we go. Now I'm rolling that to save a new save game. Well, we got through the beginning of the castle. We met Salazar, and we got through the water room. And I'm still having a lot of fun playing Resident Evil 4 VR, even though this game is putting up so much resistance to being recorded. I shouldn't even say the game. It's just like a lot of different things, a lot of different elements are going wrong when recording this. But despite that, I am having a whole lot of fun playing one of my favorite games ever in VR. And it is a fantastic VR adaptation. And I'm sure I'm gonna type the name of the save game at any time. It seems, yeah, there we go. No, there we go. Yes. Ashley, no, I'm spelling. Ashley captured. Capted. Ashley has been capted. And with that, we're gonna say goodbye until next time on Resident Evil 4, in which we try to uncapted Ashley. See you then.